I do specialty cakes. They kind of remind you of what you see on Cake Boss and things like that. I do a lot of the stacked tiered cakes and 3D dimensional cakes. Really got into doing this when birthday cakes were too expensive to buy for my twin sons, so I started doing them then, so I could do them really cool birthday cakes. I've always had an interest in baking and decorating that came from my grandmother. Baking was something that my mom Menifee, that's something that we did all the time together. So a lot of the recipes that I use are her old recipes. She just always gave me a love for cooking and baking, and it kind of reminds me of being back with her. I took a couple classes and started doing it as a hobby, and so then everybody saw the ones that I was doing, and so it kind of rolled into a business. This is the Cake Lady's oven. This is where it all starts. All the baking's done here in the kitchen, and then they're all transferred into the cake room where we do the decorating. So we'll bring the cakes in from the oven, bring them into the table here, and we'll level them off. Then we'll take icing and put icing on them, and then get the fondant, roll it out and cover them in fondant, and then we'll just start building the cakes from there depending on what somebody's asked for. My favorite cake that I ever made was a 3D sculpted deer head, and it actually looked like a deer, and the guy that got it, when he took it home with him, he actually took a picture of it with a bow drawn back. It was really cool. Probably had close to 22 man-hours in it, just decorating it. So it was a long process, but it turned out really good. Right here you'll find all the icing spatulas and the tools regarding that. Icing bags and tips are all kept in here. We have some cutters and things like that just for fondant figurines here. Behind you is the cabinet that holds all the fondant tools. There's a pantry here that holds all of our materials for the cake supplies, and then we do all our work here on the table. Right after the tornado, my son and I, we baked, I think it was 10 dozen cupcakes, and took them to the volunteer workers at the schools. The little Cake Lady mobile, she pulled in with cupcakes, and that was, the people really appreciated it, and it was something that, during a hard time like that, it was something to make them smile. It's something that isn't offered locally around here. Moorhead is the closest place you can go for a specialty cake. It allows people to, be able to afford that really cool cake for their kid for their birthday or graduation or their parents' anniversary. I don't have a lot of overhead, so I don't charge as much as the bakeries do. You just have to see somebody's face when they come in and they see their cake and they smile. That to me is just the best feeling ever.